Hello and happy Monday from me and the cat who just closed all my tabs. Man, this cat loves walking on my keyboard. Oh, okay. He didn't close it. He just, I don't know what he did, but my tabs were gone for a second. Anyway, today's Monday. Today is, oh shoot, I didn't turn this on. There we go. Should be connected now. Sorry about that. Maybe you can hear some kitty purrs. Hear that ASMR? Yeah. Anyway, today is week 2 of the deload. I still have my 4 little baby workouts. Last week I did 4 workouts at the gym, which were like 25-30 minutes long. And then I did a hot yoga class, and then I did hot yoga on Sunday. It's very typical for my normal week. This week I again have the 4 workouts. The main difference from this week and last week is that I am dialing it back as far as nutrition goes. I gave myself a week to enjoy. And I say enjoy, but like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you just want to try these things that like don't align with you as far as what your body likes, and you just try them, right? And you realize that it's not as good as you've made it up to be in your mind, which like normally I can handle this, but honestly, like this next month, tomorrow is July. July is when I started my cut last year. So I've been like in a cut or in like barely maintenance since for a year. And like mentally it starts to get a little taxing. Even with all the mental growth that I've made over the last couple of years. So this past week, he gave me the weekend, and I don't know if I talked about this last video, but by like my check-in Tuesday, I was like, yo, I'm a little bit over. I'm just like, still eating dairy, gluten, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, keep doing what you want, like take this whole rest of the week, because like me having that week of like kind of a diet break is going to help me so much on this next push for the next national stage. So that was nice and all, but like, man, not to get too into it. If you're grossed out, like stop watching, because I'm gonna be real. The insanely stinky gas that I used to have back in the day came back with a roar. Like, man, it has been so gross and uncomfortable. My body just does not jive with that type of typical American food, which is fine. Like, I don't need that type of food in my life. So yeah, we're getting back to it, and there are some things that I will miss. Mainly, man, again, the buttered toast with like eggs, so good. But like my macros are actually in a decent place. My aura, I've gone down 3 levels of resilience. So I was exceptional. I forget what's under exceptional. I don't know. It's been like a nosedive though, to be honest. It's been sad. Let's see. Gosh dang it. I'm not left-handed. On the fridge. Where is it? I'm down to adequate. I was exceptional, then I went to strong, and then I went to solid, and now I'm adequate. So I'm hoping with adding, or back, actually eating the normal foods that jive with my body, we can get that back up to a better resilience, because along with it, my HRV has been in the dumps. So, yeah. It was kind of like, what's that, like, time where, like, the Amish are just allowed to do whatever they want? I don't know. Someone will tell me in the comments. That's okay. Oh, this kitty is asleep. I don't know if you can see. You can't see. Let me see if I can bring it over. Oh. cleavage shot too. You're welcome. For free. Oh God, I can't get my camera. Oh, so anyway, that's where life is at. I'm expecting some sugar cravings to be happening again. I mean, it's just natural. Had a lot of hyperpalatable foods this week. Kind of got to reacclimate the system to it. And normally I feel like if I was in like a regular improvement season where I didn't have a show around the corner, I would have probably done like a 24 to 48 hour fast just to like get the dopamine reset to the mind. It's a great way to do that. But since we are in crunch time, like I think I only have like 9 weeks. Yeah, I was 9 weeks out as of last Saturday. So not a lot of time to be messing around with fasting, but it is a great tool if you're the right candidate for fasting to kind of reset all that. So I'm going to finish up what I'm doing here and then get changed for the gym, go to the gym, and continue on with my Monday. So I hope you're having a good day watching this. See you later. All right, we're back with the real deal watermelon. And I wanted to reach out and see, because I finally had bought I just realized I wasn't even talking to the microphone. When I was a couple weeks out, I saw Black Diamond watermelon, and I was like, that sounds really tempting. And I kind of did some research on it, and like, I couldn't find anybody who could, I saw a few things talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah, it's so good. And I was like, I'm going to get one after prep. But I think it was like peak week when I discovered it. And you shouldn't introduce any new foods into peak week. So it's like, all right, when I get done with my show, I'm going to buy Black Diamond watermelon. It's okay. In case you're wondering, like nothing groundbreaking here with a Black Diamond watermelon. Let me know if you have tried one that is mind-blowing, because I mean, a good melon or a bad melon could make or break your day, especially because you get like 8 pounds of it when you buy one. So let me know if you've tried Black Diamond watermelon and what your experience was with it. Okay, so yesterday I made a base. I'm gonna try a watermelon sorbet. Since I was eating watermelon as my snack anyway, I was like, let's just make a sorbet for the creamy. So I'm gonna try it. All I did was take 300 grams of watermelon and pulse it with an immersion blender. And then I did mix it with date syrup. It said agave, but I don't have agave. I have honey, but it just seemed like a mess. And the date syrup was in a squirt bottle. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this instead. So I'm gonna spin it on my creamy on the sorbet function, and I'm gonna update you how it goes. Okay, my creamy just got done. Let me see what it's looking like. Let's see. Okay, so it's looking very sandy. It smells very earthy. I'm going to respin this with a tiny bit of coconut milk. Milk is my favorite type of nut milk because it is very clean. Let me show you the label. So the label, filtered water, organic coconut milk, evaporated organic coconut water, Himalayan sea salt, none of the gross fillers that some of these can have. So, all right, gonna respin it and then I'll update you. Okay, let's see what respin number 1 looks like. Still a bit crumbly. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna tell you right now, if this does not taste as good as eating regular watermelon, I'm just gonna dump it out because I'd rather eat regular watermelon, but I don't know. I've never made a sorbet before, so Maybe it just doesn't get creamy like a regular ice cream does. Oh, do you want some, that's what I'm looking for. Vulnerability or accountability, I should say. This is the fridge. Got A2 milk for the kid, milk for me. There's some salsa and some spaghetti. These are my refried beans, strawberries, lettuce, noodles for my kid, lots of watermelon, spaghetti squash, chicken, peas and carrots, pork, that's ground beef. What's that behind there? Ground turkey. And then Brad's taco meat down there in the corner. Brad's pork, Nora's chicken, dog treats underneath the chicken, burgers for Brad, more Brad's meat, cherries, blueberries, carrots, and cheese and tofu. So if you're curious what my fridge looks like, that's what it looks like. I guess I should show you sauces. Got some sugar-free for the Bradley, some not sugar-free, some regular barbecue sauce, our buffalo chicken sauce, which is great, but none of us are eating it right now. My daughter actually loves it. Oh, let's go down. Some sauces that we don't really eat at all. Ooh, I will use that sometime. That's dairy-free. Okay, here we have Parmesan cheese for my kid. These drinks I got at Sprouts because I can't say no to people. And they were giving out samples, some organic sugar-free ketchup, Frank's Red Hot Sauce, and kids, 2 things of Frank's Red Hot Sauce, and some chocolate syrup for my kid. All right, let's spin this again and see if we can get it creamy. I'm also gonna scrape the sides down because sometimes you need to scrape the sides down. I need to spin this. Okay, got my 3rd spin down. It's not sandy anymore, but it's a little more liquidy than I was expecting. So let's do a little taste-a-testy. Let's see how this goes. My daughter has a friend over, so they might be crashing this video. Let's see. I can mix it up a bit. Kind of licked my knife when I was scraping down the sides. Tastes familiar, but like not in a good way. Let me see. What does this taste like? Doesn't taste like pure watermelon, that's for sure. I feel like it tastes like some experience I had with like a fruit that I was not a fan of. It's a no for me, guys. Do not try. Oh, I got a brave face. Oh. That's a side effect of a creamy. A 0 out of 10 stars. Oh, brain freeze. My God. At least I know I have a brain in here now, though. Well, that's 300 grams of watermelon and a little bit of date syrup that I will not get back. But the good news is I can now eat 300 grams of watermelon. Yay! Oh man, that brain freeze really messed me up. Heidi ho, it's Tuesday afternoon. Kid went to camp, we're back. Oh my God, my body feels so good. Oh man, it's amazing how food can have such an effect on how your body feels. Got back to the macros yesterday, ate all my favorite foods. Let's see, breakfast, I had some strawberries, and then my coffees, and then before the gym, I had some chicken and chickpeas. Then went to the gym, came home, had some ground turkey, 99%, some peas and carrots, and my new obsession right now is this chocolate brownie rice and grinds. Rice and grinds is the name of it. And because my fats are higher, I got a full serving of peanut butter in there. So good. And then I had some watermelon as a snack. And then for dinner, had spaghetti squash, black beans, and 96% ground beef. Also delicious. It's so funny because I like love giving appreciation to my food. Like, oh, this is so good. This is so good. Doesn't matter if it's a 5-star Michelin star dinner, which I've never eaten, so haven't happened yet, or it's my normal foods with olive oil and salt. And so my daughter's like, Mom, every meal you eat is so good. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because, healthy food can be delicious too. So once I've gotten back onto my stuff, and I should mention, I had like 30 grams of fiber yesterday. So I was way more farty with less fiber than I am with my 30 grams. But yes, back on it, feeling good. Had check-ins today. Ryan said, let's keep going with macros. He's like, it is 4th of July on Thursday, so if you are doing something, you can have a refeed meal that day. So we'll see. That's something I've talked about with Brad. I'm like, we're back to it on Monday. Brad's back to his keto stuff. Because Brad, it was rough, me competing. What was it, a week after him? Yeah, it was a week after. So it's like, he had the week off that week, and then it was my week to have the week off. So Brad's kind of been having the last 2 weeks off. And he wants to get back to feeling good too. So we're both in it together. I don't know if I mentioned this on the previous videos, or if you're just joining me here for the first time, the Team Flex cruise is a week and a half after my next national show. So, I was like, Brad, let's, do you want to prep with me? Because one of the things about the Team Flex cruise is that we do have a photographer coming on board everybody gets a free mini shoot, like 15-minute mini shoot with a free edit. But then, you can purchase like a full mini shoot with more edits, whether it's at the beach or on the ship. I've got ideas of what I want, and I think Brad's going to do a photo shoot too, his first little fitness photo shoot. So he wants to be in top-notch shape for that. So yeah, good stuff. We're just going to keep chugging along here. Tomorrow is supposed to be a rest day, but I'm trying to decide whether I want to, again, push on my workouts forward. So that way I have Friday off again, but probably just do something on Friday. Like a group fitness class or something. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, that's my Tuesday update. Good morning, afternoon. It's just about afternoon. I kind of switched up my day. Usually I leave for lifting around this time. It's about 11:20, but licking my plate because that was delicious. My kid has that camp, and so I had to take her to camp. Actually, I had to take her to the dermatologist first, so my morning just kind of got mucked up, and I figured since I'm out of the house anyway, let's just go to the gym on the way home. So I got my pre-workout ready, drank it on the way after I dropped her off, did my lift. It was like 25 minutes, did some posing after, and then I'm now home. I ate my post-workout meal of chicken and peas and carrots, and I'm gonna have my post-workout like little snacky snack that I've been like low-key obsessed about. I think I talked about it yesterday, but this says chickpea pasta, it lies. I have recently become re-obsessed with the rice and grinds cream of rice. This is the chocolate brownie flavor. I bought this because I had some shop cash. I don't know if you guys do shop cash or not, but I ended up getting this and a Bearbell protein bar for like $15, which I think the stuff itself was like $40. So, and then again, as I mentioned yesterday, with my fats increasing, I have been eating it with a full serving of peanut butter, which has been so lovely. But I also wanted to come here and talk about another thing that I was doing. This is not a stable surface that it's on. It's on a box of nails, which, by the way, changed my little nails. Hey, focus. Oh, it's on face, so it's not going to focus. But got 90s nails. Put this one on upside down, though, because I'm not used to having directional nails. I will get a better close-up when I can, when it's not on face focus. But they were having like a crazy 70% off deal, and so I like bought literally 20 pairs of nails because this is my life now. I like having nails, but I don't like having them done because they hurt when they get hurt in the gym. So anyway, that was a wild tangent. Sorry, I'm just nuking this and stirring it around. Yes, I am on the crunchier side, but I'm not crunchy enough to give up my microwave at this moment. It's probably coming sometime, but anyway, so it tastes great on its own. I've gotten rice and grinds before. I think I had like some sort of syrupy, pancakey flavor, which was okay, but like I didn't think it was insane. Now, granted, this might be prep mouth talking, but this stuff is pretty darn good. So it's a chocolate brownie flavor already, and then I've been adding. Got my Thrive organic peanut butter. I get Thrive grocery delivery. I don't even know. I might be able to have a referral link for you guys to try it out. Basically be like cleaner ingredients. It's like grocery delivery. Ow, fudge. Ah, I need a hot pad. Grocery delivery for your healthier stuff. It's like a healthy Costco is kind of what they do, but it's all like, you know, grocery delivery, which I just found out recently, which makes me sad, that you do still get 4 times grocery points on this particular delivery service. You don't always. So I've got my cream of rice here, 1 scoop, which I weighed out my scoop the first day. It's pretty darn accurate. I'm going to do my peanut butter, which is kind of big chunks because Brad started eating this first and he did not mix it up properly, so I am outing Mr. Brad Walker. This actually looks better than it has the last couple days. It's literally been like chunks. And will this be like the whole rest of the peanut butter? No, a little bit too much. Too much. Oh, life hack. Negative weigh your peanut butter. So let me see if I can have it. It's not going to. Hold on. So I've tared out my peanut butter. I'm going for a 32. Right now it's at 37, so I have to put it back until it's 32. But negative weighing is the best way to go. Okay, so my face follow. Are you doing this? Are you gonna follow me again? I don't know. Either way, you gonna follow me? You gonna follow me? I'll just squat down. It's okay. So I'm gonna get 32 because I get a full freaking serving thighs. And this sometimes is a pain in the butt. All right, I'm gonna mix that in there and I'm gonna show you my somewhat naughty, it's very naughty for me, honestly, secret weapon. Now, the reason I'm even making this video is because when you're first dieting, or in a fat loss phase, and you're giving up some of your favorite hyper palatable foods, it can be quite the experience as far as cravings go and getting used to that. So something you can use as a good gateway into diet life is the skinny syrups. Now, I had a very big obsession with these guys for a good chunk of my prep ever since, you know, I've gone down my little holistic rabbit hole. I have done this less, but, you know, last week I had a lot of fun eating a lot of foods that are very pleasurable to the mouth. And so sometimes getting back into the diet food can be a little challenging, tongue-wise, you know, like I love all my foods, don't get me wrong, but sometimes you just need something like this. I'm gonna put like a splash. I think I've been doing a half a serving. So this is the salted caramel flavor. So it's the chocolate brownie, rice and grinds, half a serving of this, a full serving of peanut butter, but I think I might order my powdered peanut butter to cut down on the fat so I can have not 99% lean ground turkey, but haven't decided that yet because also peanut butter is delicious. And then I put even more salt on it. So together, this just tastes like, oh, like a brownie, like a salted caramel brownie. Now, it's not great to eat these types of artificials all the time. I am 8 weeks out from my competition, so I am making this calculated risk. They do have effects on your gut microbiome, but you know, so you don't want to do them all the time. I'm gonna stair step out of this over the next couple of days, maybe weeks, we'll see. But for right now, it's helping me hit my goals. It's helping me satisfy my sweet tooth. And I'm far enough away from a show that it is not going to affect my physique to a point where there's issues. So artificial sweeteners, great gateway into diet food, okay? I'm going to have a moment of reflection about how delicious this bowl of cream of rice is going to be. And then I'm going to eat this mindfully. So I'm going to turn off the camera now. But let me know if you've tried cream of rice and, not cream of rice, of course you've tried cream of rice, rice and grinds. And if so, what's your favorite flavor? Also, while we're talking about it, let's just talk about artificial sweeteners in general, because I do feel like there is a hierarchy in artificial sweeteners. The sucralose, the aspartame, those are ones I'm not very fond of. The only one I'm super like, okay, you can consume this on a daily basis, but we probably want to cut it out closer to prep is stevia. So a lot of the things that that reminds me, a lot of the things that I like, you know, to keep into consideration is, you know, okay, stevia, you can do that, but you will probably want to eventually take that out. And I know some people think of stevia not as an artificial sweetener, but I do consider it an artificial sweetener. There's been some studies about long-term use of stevia. It's ridiculous amounts, which, you know, all those types of toxicity studies study ridiculous amounts of stevia or whatever the heck they're taking a look at there. So got to take them with a grain of salt. Stevia is the one I would say is the safest to consume on a daily basis. But again, I do cut it out 1 to 2 weeks before my shows because there are some things that I used to use on a daily basis that had stevia. My, you know, pre-workouts had stevia flavor, or like, you know, sweetened by stevia. My magnesium and my vitamin C, both sweetened by stevia. And then I would sweeten my mud water with stevia. So it's like, when I cut the stevia out 1 to 2 weeks, I lose 2 pounds like that. So it's like, clearly for me personally, that is my experience. And I think it's the experience for a lot of people. So anyway, that's my little rant about artificials. Drop any questions you have in the comments and I would happily answer them. Good morning. It's Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. We have got a busy morning. Luckily my husband's home from work. He has today for the holiday. He's going to take my kid to her acting camp. He's at the gym right now. I've got a posing call at 10:30, and then I'll probably go after that to get my little workout in. I'm gonna do hot yoga tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning because that's the only time they had yoga classes. But yeah, feeling so good. I can't even put into words how good I feel. But oh, let me show you my nails. Actually, I screwed this one up. I think I was talking. I put this one upside down, so now it's like super soft here. It was supposed to apparently be like this. It's super cute. Oh, tomorrow we will be going to a friend's house for 4th of July. She's like, we're gonna get pizza from her husband. Is part owner of like a liquor store that, you know, their kitchen serves pizza, which is actually really good pizza for a pizza snob like me. But I'm like, I don't know whether I want to eat pizza. Of course, Ryan gave me that free meal option, but I'm like, I would almost rather bring my food and then, you know, I want to make a recipe that I've been wanting to make for a while. S'mores bars. Oh, excuse me. Because she's gonna have a whole camping theme. Like, her kid is younger, and so she's inviting like a lot of her kids' friends. I think my daughter's probably gonna be the oldest. This is a friend of mine who I've had since like 7th grade. And she started her child rearing life about 5 years after I did, and we are both one and done. So, yeah, we are gonna go there, and yeah, I think I'll just make a dessert, and maybe I'll document that. I need to find out. Hold on. You need to like roast these things like big time because it's like a s'mores bar, and I'm just like, I don't have a torch that's food quality. I asked Brad last night in bed, I was like, hey, do we have like a torch? He's like, yeah, but I don't know if it's like food safe. And I'm like, but do I need to? Oh, kitchen torch. Kitchen torch. Let's see. I wonder if they have one on the auction. Let's go look. Oh, do I not have an auction tab open? Anyway, so that's my little update here. I just searched auction at the auction. Hold on, kitchen torch. Oh. Anyway, all this to say, next week starts the Real Deal training. I'm excited to see what that looks like. We are almost 8 weeks out at this point. Let's go. I've been dropping like a pound a day since getting back on my stuff. And as you know, yesterday, I am kind of messing around with a lot of artificials. I will stop. I can stop anytime if I want to. No, for real, I will, because they're not great for everything. And I can feel how bloated I am from them. So I just need to cut them next week. But those skinny syrups, man, what is in them that make them so good? Anyway, hope you have a great day. Man, I'm just popping on here to say, which I guess I should have looked at this ahead of time. Fit model goes first for Universe. Shoot. It's probably a good thing I didn't know that, honestly, because I would have probably jumped into that show just because they do go first, and that's like so nice to go first. But alas, I guess I'll just watch from Arizona. But awesome for them. Okay, just got done with my workout. Ate my favorite meal of that freaking brown and cream of rice. So good, with some peas and some 99% ground turkey and some olive oil. But I was having a moment of like reflection. A week ago, I don't know if I shared this. I know I shared it with one of my athletes, but I can't remember if I shared it on the vlog. But like a week ago, the thought of doing universe was like, so like no freaking way. Like I needed a break. Like I know I got the feedback that I needed to grow more, but I thought I would have more FOMO, fear of missing out, if you're unfamiliar with that term. And so I was like, man, this is like weird to be so at peace with not being there. Like I bought the plane tickets. They were purchased. We're gonna go. And then I got the feedback, canceled it. We're gonna grow for the next 8 weeks, but seeing everybody check in now, definitely that FOMO is creeping up. We've got a local show in like 2 weeks here, and part of me's like, and then the other one's like, no, focus, focus, focus. Don't do that show. Focus on the main goal. And then the other part of me is like, well, if we can just like reverse and stay pretty safely, like, blah, blah, blah. And of course, don't even get me started on USAs. We're going to focus. We're going to focus. We're going to focus. But it's good to know, like, the FOMO is back. Like, when I was having those, like, such severe feelings of apathy about not going to Universe, I was like, shoot, am I, like, over this competition season? Like, because that's one thing about competing. If your heart is not in it 100%, get the heck out of your prep. Like, you need to be 100% dialed in. It needs to be your goal front and center. You need to be in love with your goal because it's challenging. And so I was like, ooh, that was like kind of a weird vibe, but here we are. And I'm just hoping that I'm not sitting tomorrow thinking, dang it, I should have been there. I mean, you never know, because even like when you see the pictures, it's like you don't know what they look like in real life. Like the stage shots only tell you so much of the story. So anyway, I figured I'd share that and maybe, advise you guys, like, if you are prepping and your heart isn't 1000% into it, you need to have a talk with your coach and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, because the truth is the stage will always be there. Bodybuilding ain't going nowhere anytime soon. So if you need to postpone until you're more in it, and there's like so many different reasons you can like be half into a prep. For me, I just think the financial aspect of it was wearing on me. The restriction part of it was wearing on me. My body was kind of starting to give out. My knees were feeling like super, like I never had that type of knee pain before. And I think it's from the posing and the higher heels. So, you compound all of it. You compound that with the fact that I hadn't really taken a deload for almost a year. It adds up. It adds up quick. So just want to share little advice if you're feeling that way. So, all right, have a good day. Good morning. Happy 4th of July. I just, this morning, went to hot yoga at 5:30 in the morning because it was the only time that they had hot yoga. I was supposed to work out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but wanted to hit some yoga in the mix, and it didn't work out for me to hit it on Wednesday, so I was like, okay, push it all forward. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, lifting my little tiny deload lifts. Then today, 5:30 a.m. hot yoga. I need to get some work done this morning, and I have a few client check-ins. Universe is happening right now. Looking at these girls, they are good looking, that's for sure. And that's what I always knew Fit Model would turn into. There was a lot of people who were very b-holes about what Fit Model was and what it was going to be. And I knew it would get to this super muscular place at the national level. You know, obviously for a long time we only had regional shows. We had that one off, you know, pro show before we even knew what Fit Model looked like, which is like whatever. But now we know. Now we know the look we're looking for, and they're bringing it, which is awesome. I was just telling Ryan today, like, we were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, it's like freaking mini wellness, which I'm like, I'm excited for this because then it can actually, you know, work on growing my legs. Like, my legs are tiny. Like, they're tiny. I train legs and lower body 3 times a week, but they just never grow. So, but we also don't focus on the quads. We're focusing mainly on the glutes. So, because quads were not something that we're done. Yes. Hold on one second. Anyway, sorry. Mom life. Oh, summer break is almost over. We got 2 weeks. But anyway, I'm still on. Okay. Like, I'm excited to see who comes out as a winner at Universe. Each national show, we get a little bit more of a glimpse into what they're looking for. And I like what I'm looking at. So I'm really glad for that. And that's all I came on here to say. We have barbecue later. I'm going to bring my own food for the meal, enjoy some goodies. Just had a big portion of broccoli and pork, leaner pork tenderloin. So my strategy for the day is to preload the lean protein, so I have a lot in before I go to the party, which will help with satiation. And you can take this to all of your summer get-togethers. And actually, on Instagram, I just should have that posting in about 30 minutes. Oh, you know what? I should post it right now because there are people who are heading to barbecues like now. So I'll post that in 2 minutes now. Anyway, my tips on how to survive. Not how to survive, but how to navigate these parties, because if you don't have a clear plan going into it, chances are you're probably not going to hit the goals that you want to hit, which is staying on track. But at the end of the day, just talk to your coach and see what they say. And if you don't have a coach, click the first link in my little bio here. You can do a free week with me, see if we're a good fit together. So anyway, I'm going to get to my messages from my athletes, and I hope you have a happy and safe 4th of July, even though it's not going to be 4th of July when you watch this. Good morning. It is Saturday. We went on a little pack walk this morning. Oh, I don't like this lighting. With the girl that we did dog training with. It was going to be a little active rest day. So I was super stoked for that. These just don't fit in here. Okay. I'm also trying to organize my... See, here's the thing. When you're actually not in prep for a second, you have time for these tasks that you've been avoiding for months. And organizing my drawers and cabinet in my kitchen is something I've been wanting to do forever. So that's what we're doing right now. Because I'll be straight up honest with you, when it comes to the cleanliness of my house, like legit, that takes a dump when I'm in prep. I mean, honestly, it takes a dump at all times in my life, but it's even worse in prep because, you know, the energy gets a little lower and, you know, you just don't want to do anything that takes any extra energy. So we have a chill day today, which is like the first time we've had a chill day in a long time. So I am going to take advantage of it here by organizing all this stuff. Yesterday was 4th of July. Ryan gave me a refeed meal. Today I'm gonna do like a little 24-hour fast because I just feel like so full from yesterday. So I stopped eating at about 5:30, I think, yesterday. And so I'm just like kind of just doing liquids throughout the day. And because of that, I'm like, all right, I need a nice distraction too. So that's where keeping busy and cleaning the house will come into a little helping here, because yeah, for me, it's like I get bored hungry all the time. I like to be doing stuff. And if I don't, so like these like slow weekends like kill me. Dang it, how do I put this on the right way? I'm trying to put these on so it stacks. I think I just done messed up on that, but you know what, we'll just go with it. So is that at least gonna spoon it? Let's see. Those at least spoon each other. Okay. So that is one thing I will say for those of you who are struggling with your hunger cues. It's like, hey, take a second and like think like, am I actually hungry or am I just bored? A lot of the times we're just bored. Sometimes it's validated hunger, but most of the time it's just boredom. I am going to, so when I fast, I usually, let me see if that will close properly. I usually do like the Equilife protein shake, just 1 scoop, like 3 to 4 times a day, depending on, hold on, my cat's like getting into something. Hey, what you getting into? Oh, he's just trying to play with the remote. Okay. 3 to 4 times a day. So today, since it's only a 24-hour fast, I will be going back to eating at about 5:30 today. I'll have my normal dinner. Kind of am really craving like some leafy greens, like in a salad. So we'll see if that happens. But a 24-hour fast, I think I talked about this last video. It's just kind of nice every once in a while to do, to kind of give your gut a break. We put our guts through a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I think this will probably be the end of the video. What's tomorrow? I don't know. I don't got anything going on. I think I just have hot yoga, which, okay, I guess we can talk about universe. I wasn't there, and as I mentioned yesterday, I definitely was having FOMO here. I mean, 2 weeks ago, mentally, I was like, no way in heck. Now I'm like, man, I kind of wish I did it. I know I still need to grow. Oh, it's just that eternal battle of you never know who shows up. And of course, we had the fact that there's a master's aspect to it. And I looked, and the master's class I would have been in only had 7 people in it. So I was like, oh, that would have been nice to be at. But you know what? Can't go back in time. We made the calculated decision to just chill for a little bit. And like I've been saying this whole time, my nervous system freaking needed it. So yeah, we'll just go from here. It'll be good. My time will come. I know it will. Until then, I will keep documenting. Well, even after I get my pro card, I'm going to keep documenting, obviously. But I think we'll probably even be doing better jobs documenting over these next couple of weeks, because I have some brain cells left. So anyway, maybe I'll end it here. I'll probably end it here. Thanks for following as always. If you have any questions, anything you want to see, if you want to do my free trial, click the links. See ya.